forward into it. So you can also think of it as if you're going to do a deadlift. You're going to grab that bar. You're not just going to sit up. That bar is heavy. So we need to load our framework first. We need to set our frame. Then we can sit up. We can stand up with our hips as well. So the same thing as we're loading that blade, I'm setting that framework, that hip, and then I'm moving through that water because it's heavy. I want to be ready for it. Make sense? Cool. Let's grab our blade. Okay, so don't do this yet. I just want to go over the catch portion of it and I'm going to explain it. I'm going to sit down and then we're going to do it. So what I want us to do is I want us to set up. I want us to hinge down with that rotation and that inside hip back. I want it to come up out of the water into the setup. I want you to go in. I want you to come up. So just figuring out that rotation and using that hip to really open up to go into that catch. Make sense? Okay, I'm gonna sit down and give you some room as well. Okay, so let's set up. Inside hip should be back. Okay, go in. Fully buried. Okay, come up. Go in. Come up. Go in. Last one, come up. Go in. Let it run. I think that looked pretty good. Yeah, from what I can see. Okay, cool. Moving on. The hips are important. Basics are important. So the next is that press. So we've moved into that catch. We know we have that blade. It's loaded. It's ready to go. Through that press, I'm now using that inside hip, which is back. I'm going to push it forward. So we're going to do a push press drill in order for this. We've all done push press, push pull. Okay, cool. So I want you to go paddles in the water at the catch, fully buried. Okay, inside hip is back. Good. Okay, press. Okay, push. Inside hip is back. Press. Good. Go forward. Initiate from that hip. Ready, press. Good. Let it run. Did you feel anything different? No. Not really? Some yes, some no. Cool. So that heaviness is actually from that inside hip. That pushes you forward. It's nice and solid and very stable and strong compared to pulling with your arm. Cool. Through that press though. Don't move though. Okay. So through that press. Actually, can I borrow a paddle? Either or. I'll try to go in between you two. So our setup position is nice and open. Our top hands look really good overall through this boat, which is awesome. Through that press though, top hand stays over bottom hand through that entire press. Everything is open still. So through that press and that rotation as well. Inside hip is moving forward. In press. What part is our blade, or what portion of our body is where our exit is? Where do we come out?
We exit at the hip.
At the hip? Okay. Everybody knows that? Okay, cool. What happens if we come out mid-thigh?
We're just losing a bunch of power.
Are you sure? I see question marks. So it's good if we can get that length all the way to our hip, so long as we can exit quickly. From what I just saw from our warm-up, we're actually holding the boat a lot at the exit. Also, Actually, I'll continue on with the press first before I get to the exit. So top hand over bottom hand, makes sense though? Through it. Anytime that my bottom hand comes into the boat, I'm now pressing the water away from the boat and I'm actually now steering. If anybody wants to steer, go where he's standing. We're all paddling. So our blades have to follow the side of the boat at all times. If we are pushing out, so some take the press and they push out, my blade is now going to go really, really negative. And I've also disconnected my top hand now from the rest of my body and my torso. So everything is nice and stable, super solid through that press. Everything is moving all at once. So you can think like we all have Barbie and Ken arms. If I'm going to move it up, it moves from the shoulder. If I'm going to press it down, it moves from the shoulder. There's no bending, caving, chicken arms, solid press through. Questions so far? Following along? Cool. All right. Thank you. Let's talk about our exit now. Our exit. What's the purpose of an exit? There's a couple.
To reset your strokes.
To propel your body forward.
Yes. Yes. What's another one? A very big one. Timing.
Push off the boat.
Push off the back. How about releasing the boat? So we're working in the water really, really hard. We're pressing to get that boat moving with all the strength that we have. It's not going to do anything though if we're still holding the boat. So we need to press release so that the boat can actually glide after that. On the exit portion, which is what I really want to work on for this crew, because there's a lot of different things going on. So if we can clean up our exit, you guys are golden. So the exit portion, you're probably all gonna laugh at this too. Imagine everybody in this boat is wearing a super ugly hat. I absolutely hate this handmade hat that you have on, and I do not want to see it. So at my exit, I'm fully buried at my exit. My top hand is gonna knock it off. So up, knock it off. It doesn't come into the boat and then set up. It doesn't come down and my bottom arm swings around and now I have to set up. Top hand, down, up. It's just like the little coffee press as well. It has to go straight down, then it comes straight up. Make sense? So top hand always needs to stay over bottom hand on that press and the recovery. Another thing for this one is that your elbow is always going to be lower than your wrist as well, unless you're actually in your catch. No, sorry, exit. So everything is still locked with that shoulder coming through. But you need that rotation in order to get that. Make sense? Okay, let's try it. So let's just go from exit position, fully buried. Go nice and slow. Actually, let's do odds first. So evens, put your paddles in the boat. So we're gonna start at the exit position.
Oh. I'm retarded.
So are we at our mid-thigh? Try at your mid-thigh. That's your knee.
Don't you know where your freaking
Okay, cool. Right now, that top hand, push it away from you. Yes. Still have a slight bend in it, but not like super, super locked. Slight bend. Yeah. And your paddle should also be negative. Everybody know what negative is?
No, I don't actually. It was like straight. Thank you.
A little bit of a
As in vice attitude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Neutral. Positive. Negative. So if I'm going into that catch, it's positive. Through that press, it does turn negative. Oh, now that's really weird. There we go. At the exit position, it should be that negative. Let's try that first before I continue on. Okay. So exit position, negative, top hand away from you. Odds only. Yeah. Okay, good. So I want you to move slowly into your catch. Okay, ready? Go. Okay, let's reset and do it again. Let's keep the top hand over the gunnel. It doesn't come in. It comes straight up and forward. I'm wearing a hat over here, and you have to knock it off.
I hate Brad's hat.
Okay, ready, go. Okay, good. Do it one more time. So at the exit, ready, exit. Yeah, good. Okay, let it run. Does that feel different for those that were doing it? Yeah, okay. Let's swap. So our evens, yes. Our evens are at the exit, fully buried. We are at a negative paddle angle. Good. And we are rotated still. You have the wrong rotation now. Nope. Yes. Okay. Ready, exit, nice and slowly. And return fully buried in the catch. Okay, let's do it again. At the exit position. Okay, ready, exit. Okay, one more time. At the exit position, relax in that air work. Figure out where that top hand is. Okay, ready, exit. Okay, let it run. You can bend your top hand a little bit more. It's very, very straight. Relax it a little bit. Yeah. Good. Okay. Sweet. Let's do it full boat. At the exit position, nice and slow again. Just really feel where that top hand has to be with the rotation. Don't forget the rotation. Okay, we're at our exit positions. Yes. Okay, ready, exit. And, okay, that works too. Okay, at the exit position again. Okay, ready, exit. Okay, let it run. Okay, let's practice this first. Paddles up. Take it away. So solid top hand, pressing down, coming straight up. Top hand over bottom hand. Yeah, nice. And we're also pressing, following the side of the boat. I see some paddles that are not next to the boat. Yeah. No, I'm not. Kind of. You got some rotation. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let it run. How was that? Did you notice how much quieter the boat was on that exit? You want to know why it was quieter? good. So when we're doing this exit of that top hand coming straight up, actually, can I borrow a paddle again? We can think of, okay, our paddle's in, pressing through that exit. The path of my paddle now is gonna follow this angle up. That's where it's going. It's gonna come straight up and forward. My top hand though, because I'm coming straight up and forward, I need to lift that top hand really tall in order to actually clear my blade out of the water, right? Or else I'm splashing the person in front of me. Unless you want to do that, but. So the reason why it's quieter though is because there's less resistance on that blade. You've taken that press, that's it, that's done. I'm not trying to work the exit in any other way. I'm just coming straight up and out, so I'm releasing the boat. What we were doing before was we were scooping out. That's that popping noise. That's the noise that you're hearing. So you're actually still keeping that pressure on the water. You're not releasing the boat. You're still not releasing the boat. Now I'm out. Now you've released the boat. But because you've changed where that pressure is going, compared to just pressing down and straight, coming straight up, this is the motion that we want to go in, that we want to race in. When I'm pressing and I'm coming out, now I'm pushing the water away from the boat. So I'm actually slowing the boat down quite a bit. Make sense? Questions?
How much bend did you have in your bottom arm?
So the bottom arm stays straight the whole time until I need to exit.
Yeah.
And then I bend it.
Okay.
Yeah. Do we turn our blades at the exit?
No.
Okay.
Depends on who you talk to.
Yeah.
It really does.
Mike?
So we like kind of,
I feel like
our
you're
technique is based off that Tom Arnold from
I don't know what Tom Arnold's
Vancouver
style is.
Island. And
Yeah.
It's like this. It's like you push off the back and then you bring your top hand into the boat a little bit to make
Outrigger
like
style.
to make a 7.
Outrigger style.
Yeah. So it's it's a bit contradictory to.
Yeah,
what
it's
you do.
very contradictory.
exact
Yeah.
opposite of what
It's
you're asking us
both
to do.
both will definitely work.
Yeah.
It's just depending on how you exit. The exit will be the challenging thing then. If we all kind of swoop around, you have to be really quick off the back.
Yeah.
Really, really quick. And everybody has to do the exact same thing in order for that to work. This one though, is that to me this one makes a little bit more sense. Just one, because I do it, and two, because it's proven to work as well. I'm sure Tom's also works as well, but it depends on who's able to really pull it off though. So if it's more linear with the boat, it kind of makes a little bit more sense to me, but this is what I'm coaching, so take it or leave it.
Oh, yeah.
Both definitely have strengths to it though. So it's good to hear a different perspective of thing too, just to kind of, oh, okay, and play around with it. See what works better for the crew itself, because that's ultimately what's gonna make you faster, what works best for everyone. So pick or choose.
So FCRCC doesn't really care much about the push off the back. So much. No.
Ours is all loading at the catch,
Yeah.
because that's the important part of the stroke. If you have no
Yeah.
catch,
Yeah, exactly.
you don't
That's
really
what
have a
moves the
stroke.
boat, yeah.
Yeah. Ours is that, we go in that water, we press really, really hard, and we release it really quickly, but we also bend our wrists on that exit. But it's still really linear.
Do you bend your elbow on the exit?
Yeah. Yeah.
Elbow and wrist.
I'll try to do some video for you tomorrow, and I'll be paddling then, so that you can actually see what the exit is. Yeah. But yeah, the exit then, just keep that press along the side of the gunnel. As soon as you're finished it, up and forward, following that paddle angle up. That top end again needs to be really nice and tall in order for me to clear that blade. It kind of hits an extension point though, because our top hands aren't going to keep growing up taller. It's only going to get up to a certain point, and then my bottom hand takes over to punch through. So the top hand is kind of like a little pendulum as well. So we have a phrase called swing forward. is that top hand comes up and we swing forward with our bodies and our bottom hand as well. Okay, let's play around with that exit a little bit. Sit down first.
Your knees gonna get very sore doing that.
Yep, that's okay. Okay, let's paddles up. Take it away. So you can think of keeping that blade next to the boat on the press and the recovery. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hear how quiet this is? And the boat is gliding a lot more now. Odds only. 3, 2, 1. Odds. So nice tall top hand, seat 3. So just try and keep that blade nice and close to the water and not swinging out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Switching. 3, 2, 1. Switch. Sorry. Time still. There we go. Yep. Keep that top head out. Yeah, nice. All in. 3, 2, 1. All in. Yeah, nice tall top hands, giving you the space to move forward into. Fall into that space ahead of you. Yes, nice. Fronts only. 3, 2, 1. Fronts. Nice tall top hands. Top hand over bottom hands. Don't forget that rotation. Switching. 3, 2, 1. Switch. All in. 3. Oh, fair enough. Yep. I don't know where we're going, so.
So we do just have to be back on the dock at 8:45.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, that'll work. How was that feeling with the exit?
Good,
Yeah,
yeah.
that looks a lot better too. That's nice. I don't know names, so I apologize. Yeah, orange shirt,
Claudia.
Claudia. When we're pressing, get that rotation out as well. So we want to make sure that we're pressing we can think of the rotation as our zippers, as most everyone has zippers, is that when I'm in my catch, I'm showing my partner my zipper. When I'm taking that press, zipper faces out. So it's an easy kind of visual for you. I'm setting up, zipper in, pressing, zipper out. Exaggerate it. What is the purpose of rotation? What do we use it for? Power, strength, core? Yeah, those are all correct. So why aren't we doing more rotation? Because it hurts. Yes, it does. Very much. But this is how we get more power in it. And it also works a lot better because automatically my framework is set. That's it. I'm not crunched. So some people just hinge down and press, hinge down and press. Hinging is good because we're getting our weight on that blade and we're getting that catch. But through this, there's no power in it. If I opened up now into that catch and I pressed through, even without a blade, my core is active. It is engaged through that press. I have now used all of my inside body to press through that water. So compared to if I just hinge down and I press up, yes, I can have some power because we are strong, which is good, but in order for me to open up and press using everything is so much more powerful through that. Do we see that difference? Okay, so let's exaggerate that. I'm gonna sit down again. Okay. Yeah, paddles up. Take it away. Also, when we add more rotation, it's a lot easier for that top hand to get set in the correct position.
Make him do roll pulls by himself.
Yeah, so zippers in and out. Really exaggerate it. Rotation also comes from the hips. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's do seat one only. 3, 2, 1. One only.
No,
Yeah, yeah. Seat 2, join in. 2 in.
I was listening to Jess.
Yeah, 1 out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good. Good rotation. 3 in. 2 out. Yeah. Get a little bit more press through that rotation.